What's up, folks? I'm your host, Konrad, on Wednesday Night Reviews, and from superheroes to average Joes, here's what I read this week. So I checked out Superman Smashes the Klan by writer Luen and artist Gurihiru. The book itself is a retelling of a classic radio play about Superman fighting the Ku Klux Klan. In this case, it's Superman fighting the Clan of the Fiery Cross. Interestingly, this book does not focus on Superman. He's certainly in it quite a bit, but our main protagonists are actually Roberta and Tommy, who are two Chinese immigrants to America in the late 40s, early 50s. And what I really liked about this book, there's a lot that I really liked about this book, but what I think makes this book most appealing is that Luen has their experience. He is a Chinese American immigrant. His parents immigrated over from China to America, and so he sees a lot of the racism that these kids see and that exists in the world through a very different lens than I myself might, because of where I was born and how I look. What I found most powerful throughout the book and hit me the most was the different ways that the creative team showed racism. So the main enemy, obviously, is this Clan of the Fiery Cross, the Ku Klux Klan, who are robe-wearing, out-and-out racists, out to hurt people. And that is shown mostly through one of the adult characters in the book, who's a father figure. He's the uncle of one of Tommy's friends, who is, in fact, just a racist. Then we see Tommy's mother, who is... She holds certain beliefs. Specifically in this book, we're looking at Chinese people. So she holds certain beliefs like, oh, you Chinese people are all brave, or all Chinese people are really smart, which those sound really nice, right? Because we like to be called brave or smart or whatever it might be. But that's still a type of racism, because you're just judging someone based on the look, right? The way they are, where they're from, culturally or ethnically. And then there is the look at Tommy's friend, who is developing racist ideals, where because of his exposure to his mother, because of his exposure to his uncle, he's beginning to take on these beliefs, but as he's introduced to Tommy and Roberta, you can see him struggle with it. And I really enjoyed that over the 3 volumes that collect into this graphic novel, that Luen explored that and showed us from the outsider perspective what that looks like. Because a lot of it doesn't read as like this malicious, evil racism. It's, having weird beliefs that would kind of be odd if someone said to you. And that is one of the foundational things that I think makes this book fabulous, because we explore that in multiple settings over time. This book is quite thick. As a standard graphic novel goes, it doesn't feel terribly long. Like, you can get through it, but it's got a lot of meat to it, especially with how it's going to make you think. Outside of the very tense and heavy subject of racism, the book is actually really fun as well. The art style in it is really bright. If you're a fan of Avatar: The Last Airbender and the comics that have come out of that, you'll probably like this book, because this is generally the style. The artist Gurihiru, who did this book, also has done the comics for Avatar: The Last Airbender. And what I also liked, so nerd moment, this book, because of how seminal the radio play was to Superman, this book also gets to play on Superman's origins, because he too is an immigrant, right? He's an alien who crash landed here and was adopted. So he is quintessentially an outsider, a foreigner, an alien. And what I enjoyed about his exploration is, in the start of the book, he has the power set that he had in the 40s and 50s, right? He could leap really tall. He was super strong as a human goes, because originally Superman was based off of a circus strongman, right? That's why he has the outfit that he has. He's got his underwear on the outside, because that's sort of like a sling that a strongman might wear. And as time goes on, Superman himself deals with the fact that he is an alien. He's an immigrant. And he learns more and more about that in his heritage. And as the 3 volumes go on, he comes into his own. And only when he's faced with the racism that he sees against Tommy and Roberta actually outly speaks to him about it, that he shouldn't hide who he is, he should be proud of who he is, then he starts clicking into what his real powers are. And we see him do things like fly and, use heat vision and ice breath, which is more canonically modern power. So from a Superman perspective, this story shows you how he goes from being half of who he could be to all of who he could be by just accepting the way that he is. And I think a lot of us could learn to just accept the way that we are, as well as just accept others for who they are and judge them individually. As you can tell, this book, it's really heavy. It's weighed a lot on me. I've obviously enjoyed it. I can't recommend it enough. Again, Superman Smashes the Klan. It has won an award. It is a New York Times bestseller. And it is certainly, like, the drawing style, it is more kids targeted. But honestly, if you're a fan of Superman, you should definitely check out this book. There's not much else I really want to say about it, other than all of the interactions between all of the characters. And I do mean this. Lois Lane is in it, Perry White, Jimmy Olsen, Tommy, Roberta, their parents, as well as Tommy's friends from school. Every interaction, because there's a lot of them, feels very planned and very important, because it just sort of grows and layers on to what's happening in the world, and it executes into this beautiful book on how it sort of concludes itself. So absolutely, folks, I obviously can't speak enough about this. Superman Smashes the Klan. Go out, get it now. It retails for about $23. I got this one for in Canadian, $17 US. You can probably get it for cheaper elsewhere if you like. But folks, check out the book, support your local comic book stores, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.